Welcome to the Talltale Tavern, the monthly one-shot adventure TTRPG podcast. I am your tavern master and host, Kyle, and we are back for episode 2 of Diselderly Conduct 2, The Fountain of Youth. Joining me back at the bar for the second episode of this adventure. If his eyes are closed during the record, he promises he's not sleeping, he's just getting into character. Scott. Welcome back, Scott.
The snores are Malter's grunts. So it's
She got a tattoo this morning, but this podcast is still the most painful thing she's going to do today. Brooke, welcome, Brooke.
Hello.
Ow.
That's
I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
I'm very happy to be here, but I couldn't let it go. It was just too good.
Spicy.
I have a note for this one. Hey, it's me, your past self. I gave this note to Kyle to read to remind you, my future self, that you have dual weapon fighting, so please use your bonus action to attack. Bones. Welcome, Bones.
Thank you, my future self, and thank you, guys, for having me back on the show.
Did you use that? Did you forget to use that?
I didn't do it once. I was staring at my sheet going like, why do I have two swords? And couldn't remember why I min-maxed my character to death.
I was just over here looking at my sheet and I was like, oh, Dread Ambusher means I could be taking a third attack on all my first turns. I haven't been doing that, so good.
Yep. Who needs it?
So you guys have just forgotten. It's just old person stuff. You've just forgotten.
This
all
from
your
the guy
abilities.
who literally ran a character who had the entire catalog of spells available to him.
Yes.
I don't know. Well, that was a young man, you know? L10 was a young, vibrant mind. Malter is weak-minded.
We didn't need it. We're fine. I have half health and 2 stacks of exhaustion. Obviously, it didn't really matter.
We're perfect. I've got less than a quarter of my health. Everything's going good.
I don't know what you guys have been up to. I'm full health. This is fine.
Lastly, joining us, a guy who has picked his wardrobe this evening to include the most granddad-esque sweater he has, Mav. Welcome back, Mav. We'll return to the Talltale Tavern, where the young woman wearing a wide-brim hat made of leaves sits at the bar, holding her mug of very black coffee. She pauses in her story and stares down into the mug, not yet having taken a sip. Curiously, she dips her hand into the cooled down liquid and watches as it drips back into the mug. So, where were we? Oh, right. The old folk just opened the Temple of Primus by defeating the Behirama, the guardian of the temple. Much to their surprise, the people of the jungle were hiding in the brush and made a mad dash for the door, while a group of 6 of jungle swamp people tried to cover the elderly mercenaries in a big-ass net. And thus continues Diselderly Conduct 2, The Fountain of Youth. Roll the intro. You 4 have just defeated the large serpentine construct that guarded the temple, when Owatonna Goopdang poked his head out from the brush, yelling, Behirama Gaba, Behirama Gaba, Gutaba de Mutaba, Bupara! Tons of jungle people ran at the open doors of the temple, while 6 of them ran at you with a large 50 by 50 foot net. All of you, roll for initiative!
Oh, good.
The knee's hurting. It's hurting a little bit. I felt it, that one.
What the hell was our reading order again for our initiatives? I think I was probably first.
I wrote it down.
I think it was
first.
Scott, Brooke, Bones, and Mav.
Malter got a 13.
Okay.
Aura got a 17.
Dekks got an 11
That's pretty good, all things considered.
with advantage.
Oh no, that's pretty bad, all things considered.
Conny also has 17, so Conny and Aura must roll off.
Roll off.
Conny not do so hot second time with 8.
16.
Yeah, why don't you two kick it off? I'll be there in a minute.
Is minute in Dekks' home country longer than minute here? because minutes seem to take him much longer than minute for me.
I'm going to start wrapping up his elbow, like thinking I'm working on his knee, though, you know?
Dekks, can you roll a d20?
No reason.
Sure.
No reason.
Tell him no. Tell him no. Tell him no.
Critical, nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a bold move starting off with a crit. Just the first roll of the evening.
Yeah.
Straight 20.
Well, third, since you had
That was
advantage
for
on.
number
That's
of
true.
enemies, right?
I guess it feels like this first one that actually matters. You're sticking your thumb right in the DM's eye. Like, yeah, fuck you. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, that was a roll for how much damage he's going to take from the net. Kyle's making us roll our own damage this session.
That damage
roll your own
can be brutal.
Sadistic. I like it.
So you stand in the middle of this courtyard, and jungle people are just flooding, running towards the open doors of the temple. And 6 jungle people, like holding a long, large 50-foot by 50-foot net over their heads, are running at you. They're a little bit slower to get going. They rolled pretty bad on their initiative. Conny, you are up first.
It's impossible for me to be up first because I roll off with Aura, and Aura beat me in roll off, so Aura first.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad. I forgot the 1 in front of Aura's.
Correction
There
of
you go.
DM always better in character accent.
This exact same thing, right down to it being Brooke, happened in Glad D&D 8's Heat 4. I had to fix it. I don't want this to happen again, Kyle. Okay?
I don't want to see this again, okay?
The initiative, I forgot to put the 1 in.
That's exactly what happened, though, in the thing. You were supposed to be 15, and you put 5.
Maybe it's a thing in the
Is your one
initiative
key
tracker.
broken?
Maybe I think I'm just adding it.
Stop
and it's
trying to
like
take it away from me,
replacing it or
Kyle,
something.
okay? It's clearly targeted at this point,
Anyway.
and you need to stop.
Fine, Aura, you get to go first.
Okay. All right. So, which of Malter or Dekks looks like on the verge of death?
That would be Malter is looking pretty poor. Looking
Okay.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right.
13 out of 84, not ideal amounts
Cool,
of
cool,
health
cool.
over here.
All right. Am I don't remember, like, physically arrangement, like how we ended. Like, am I close to him?
So at this point, with this like giant net that is coming at you, it's like most of the courtyard. It's huge, and you, because you beat them on initiative, you will be able to use movement to kind of get out of the net, essentially in a direction.
Okay.
Whether you want to be closer, like run towards the door of the temple, to the sides of the courtyard, or like backward. You can choose kind of a direction you'd like to go at this point.
Okay. Well, I'll go over to Malter first. I'll say, "We've come a long way, Malter. Okay, here's some healing." And I tap him and I give him a second level. You're pretty hurt. 3rd level, cure wounds. We've grown as people, you know.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, actually, I've been shrinking for years.
All right, here we go.
And you haven't changed a bit in 20, so.
Walter, I am so sorry.
I'm sure this
rolled
is
a
going to be
6.
some quality healing from Aura. Good old Aura. Finally healing.
It's
She's all the
Laura's
practice.
subconsciously still a little bitter toward you. She rolled 2 1s and a 6, plus 5.
Okay.
So that's 13.
Okay, double my health. So
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really complain.
And then I think she has 35 movement total, so she would move toward the door, if that's
Okay.
an option.
Yep, it is. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Conny, you're up.
Can we, like, are these jungle people that are carrying the net, are they looking like at us, like they're running at us, or are we just like
Yes.
in the way?
At you. They look
Okay.
like they
You
are
made
running
us roll
at
for
you.
initiative, so it doesn't feel good right now.
Fair. Fair. Connie's looking at this net like, they think us trapped by net? I live in net. A big webbing thing in airship. I live in it 24/7. Bring that on! And he is going to stand his ground and cast Fireball at a
Great.
4th level, right in the middle of all of them. Just, and as far as I'm, does this net look like it's made out of, ropes or vines or something flammable?
Ropes.
That sounds flammable to me. Let's do it.
Great.
I'm going to put that smack dab in the middle of this 50 by 50 net. Well, I guess I want to catch some of them in it. So it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
So it's like behind them. Like you can see them they're running with their arms up.
Like a field crew on a baseball field. They're pulling the tarp across the infield.
Exactly. That's what's happening.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
So I want to aim it right dead smack in the middle of this group of people. Do I cast it at 4th level? That seems overkill.
Do it. You said it. Do it. Do
it. I did, yeah. You know what? Do drunk what you said.
It seems like that, but you should do it still.
Do sober what you said you would do drunk. Yeah, we're going to drop a fireball right in the middle of them.
I've never heard of somebody being happy that they underkilled somebody, you know? Go for overkill.
It's like you were in Faerun Foreign Legion right with me, Malter. This is common standard operating policy. So how many people can I catch with a 20-foot radius blast?
So unfortunately for them, they are a humanoid swarm monster.
Oh, so all of them. Perfect. Excellent.
So they are a swarm of 6 humanoids. So
Excellent.
What is they have to make a check, right?
Yep, they have to make a dexterity saving throw of 16.
Okay. They roll a 10.
As Conny, as he lets this spell consume him, his feet actually rise up off the ground as the fire completely consumes him, and then he vanishes into this massive fireball which descends on the group, this swarm of humanoids, for a grand total of 35 damage.
Okay. Boom! The fireball just goes off. It incinerates half of this net. Like most of it is pretty much gone, and they just fall down, hit by this fireball. They're not quite prone. They kind of are able to keep standing, but they get knocked pretty hard by that. Anything else for your turn?
How far away from me are they?
They're fairly close. They would be about 15 feet away from you at this point because they're right on top of you guys.
All right, I'm
descending right on top. So
Connie's a glutton for punishment, but not his AC isn't that high, so he's gonna back off his movement speed. I guess toward the door to stand next to Aura.
Okay. You go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw for your deficiency you have.
That's a 10.
A 10. That is a failure, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Sure is.
Give me a D20. And also you also have to roll for wild magic to possibly happen. So we'll do this first and then we'll do...
I was going to say, which one do you want first?
We'll do this and then we'll do the wild magic roll.
Okay, so I got a 19.
A 19. As your body reforms, your nails on your hands don't quite come back like normal, and they're really long and really sharp. And you can now do an unarmed strike if you would like. That is 1d10 slashing plus your strength modifier.
Hell yeah. Feather very sharp now.
Yes.
So 1d10 plus strength modifier?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. And then for wild magic, we're saying it's 3 or below, correct?
That's where you're at, yeah.
Where we are? That's a natural 20.
No wild magic surge. Anything else for your turn?
No, he's just gonna walk up to Aura and be like, "You used to be healer and now have big sword. I magic caster and now have hand sword. We on the same path, same growth. Very good."
That's weird, Conny.
It's first time this happened. We rolled with it. It's life of this.
Rolling with swords is dangerous. You shouldn't do that.
Good to know. First time with sword hands, so we'll not roll with sword hands.
Malter, you're up.
Okay. Well, even Malter could probably see the fucking fireball that just went off, so I know which way not to head at least.
Away from the heat.
Yeah.
I was going to say the heat was probably intense.
How far away did you say they were, Kyle?
15 feet.
15 feet. All right, well, I don't think there's any way. I was going to cast Longstrider because we're all running on Dekks, so he could also get away, it seems like, but even if I give him Longstrider, he's not going to be able to outpace them, I don't think, so I'm going to just take some shots at them, I think, and then run away with the rest of the group.
We stand and fight, then loot
Yeah.
Jungle bodies.
Because they just happen to be within my quartered range of normal viewing range, so I'll go ahead and take some shots with the old dragon wing heavy crossbow at them. I can't remember. Did I cast Hunter's Mark before? Can I shift that to somebody?
It's a bonus action to shift it.
Yeah, I just can't remember if I had it.
You had the initiative had ended with the construct, but this started right away.
Mm-hmm. And it lasts for an hour. Hunter's Mark.
Oh, yeah.
It says so.
So you had it on Benny Rama.
All right,
Rama.
Let's freaking shift it to these people and also remember what Hunter's Mark does real quick. I think it's just an extra d6 of damage. Yeah. Whenever I hit it with a weapon attack. Okay, cool. So we're taking 3 attacks at this because I'm a dread ambusher, baby, and I'm remembering that this time. 21 to hit on the first one.
That hits.
All right. That is 6 piercing, 3 cold, and then an additional 6 from the Hunter's Mark. Whew. Right there.
What type of damage is the Hunter's Mark damage?
You would ask that, wouldn't you? You would want to know.
It just becomes the type of the attack.
That sounds right to me. You deal an extra d6 damage to the target when you hit a weapon attack, is all it says.
Okay, so that would still be piercing?
Yes.
And so, okay.
So what is that? 12 total piercing and 3 additional cold on that first attack. Mm-hmm. Okay. Whew. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
It's gonna be hard to miss. I got plus 11 on this bad boy. Yeah. So that's 7 plus 5, 12 piercing, plus another 4 piercing, so 16 piercing, plus 3 cold damage. And then, because it's the first turn, I get 1 more attack that only does a d8 of damage for another 20 to hit, so that will hit.
I'm gonna do an additional d8?
It just says... Honestly, I'm not sure, because it says when you hit, you do... Let's read it again. I read it a couple times and opted to just
You're talking about
say
for
it was a D8. For Dread Ambusher. It says, it does say dealing an extra D8 of damage of the weapon's damage type on a hit.
Yeah, so it's like your third is the extra little
So that's why I was like,
does
Yeah, I
more
think it's
damage.
your.
so is that
It's
third
standard
one
damage plus
just
the
the D8, or is it the normal damage plus the
Weapon
D8?
damage plus d8.
Plus the Hunter's Mark, plus the D6 of cold that this weapon already does?
Yep.
One would appear.
No,
I mean, it's called
Hunter's
Dread
Mark
Ambusher
is-
for a reason.
Hunter's Mark is once per turn,
Once per turn, okay.
so this just has your weapons damage and the Dread Ambush damage.
Okay.
The very front-loaded subclass.
It is, all right. Okay, so let's roll the 3 dice I have to roll for damage real quick. All right, so 12 plus 6, 18 damage of piercing, and then another 5 cold damage on top of that.
Nice.
What was the piercing damage on that? It was
18 piercing on that.
Okay.
So unload all those shots, rapid fire, and then I have 40 feet of movement. I'm just fucking hauling ass away from the direction of the net.
You passed Dekks on your way.
Connie's stunned. He's like, boom, boom, boom. Like all 3, just like, this man is blind? He's not making up, not seeing things?
Thanks for lighting them up for me. You know, it's too hard to miss when they're all burning.
But okay, to clarify the Hunter's Mark, you choose a creature and it says until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage whenever you hit with a weapon attack.
That's what I thought as
not
well.
the first, just the first
Oh,
one.
it's different than the Hunter.
Then Kyle, add
Tasha's-
another
Yeah.
2 piercing damage onto that list right there.
Does that get him? Are they done?
As you're firing your crossbow at this group of people, they are a swarm monster, a very large swarm monster, but the crossbows kind of like glance off each other as it like passes through them a little bit, so they have some resistance to that piercing damage that you had.
Here I was.
So we weren't
hoping it
able to
would be
really
the other
connect
way.
directly. And then Dekks, you are up.
So Dekks started his movement like 6 seconds ago, if you will. And it's just one of those shots with like the high speed camera and one character is moving through chaos and the camera follows them and he just turns and starts hobbling with his cane sword past Malter, who starts like launching arrows, and Aura just does some healing magic, then turns and hauls, and Conny explodes recombines and stuff. And as all this is going, I'm going to take the dash action and move 20 feet.
Bad boy.
And and so you move 20 feet toward them, right?
Towards the door. I'm just gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna back up. I've got my strategy for when I do feel a little bit slow. I just gotta bring him to me. I don't want to be, in the middle of this courtyard. I'd rather have some environmental advantage or a wall to my back.
Well, with the fireball, it took out half of the net, so they still have 25 feet of area, and you were able to move 20 feet. Unfortunately, you couldn't make it all the way. So it is their turn, and they come in with they are burned. They have crossbow bolts that have glanced off of them, and they take what's left of the net and try to cover you with it. And that's all they're able to reach is just you. And that is going to be a dexterity saving throw that you'll have to make.
All right, thank God I still have my danger sense, because that's just sight-based. Sorry, Malter.
Rub it
Nat
in.
20.
Hey!
Natural 20.
23 and a 19.
Well, you are able to get out of this net and avoid becoming restrained. They throw it on top of you. You aren't restrained. They look at the rest of you standing fairly close to them now. They look pretty bad, and they are going to kind of sheepishly start to back up and kind of look like they're heading back towards the forest. That brings us back up to the top of the initiative with Aura.
What is Owatonna? Is he here?
You look and see that he must have made it in the temple by now.
Oh, he's okay. He's like gone.
I think he said he was going to Benihana's.
They got one of those in there? Oh, I love watching them cook that onion.
Why do you think I'm moving so fast?
He's trying to make 5:15 dinner call. It's early bird special. Everybody knows.
5:15? What are we, burning the midnight oil? Oh, goodness.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And they're backing away.
Yeah, they look like they're backing away
Okay.
and going back to the forest.
Do not let them go, or they may have interesting loot, like strange bugs. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm getting a little tired. I think I'll just let them. I'm gonna head in. And I just start walking.
Out of initiative, does anybody want to do anything with this turn as the jungle net guys at least are backing away, and around you, the jungle people are basically in the temple. They have used their turn before this, while that was going on, to get into the temple. Anything that you want to do while they're backing up?
Wait, did they get Dekks? Where's Conny? Where's Conny? Conny 2, the good one.
We're
He's
over
right-
here,
he's
man.
right
Just-
here.
Conny taps Malter with like the really sharp claws and be like, right here, he's good one.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, great. He's back down to 13 HP.
Conny, if Aura's gonna do nothing, Conny is gonna send a desultory Eldritch Blast cantrip in their direction to like get them running. And if they were backing away, he's like, no, you go now. And like sends it their way.
Fire an Eldritch Blast at them.
Dex
for a 12 to hit.
falls to the ground. There's warlocks in the trees. Starts freaking
Well,
out.
it definitely hits their like bark armor that they have, but it doesn't do any damage, but it just pushes them in that direction that they're going.
A little smack on the butt to get going.
When putting down local guerrillas, you have to show a force. Then they run into trees.
There's gorillas?
Okay, well, you guys stand in front of the temple of Primus, in front of the large open double doors. What would you like to do?
I mean, Aura already went in, right? So
Yeah, I'm looking for Owatonna. Are you in here?
Conny looks to both Malter and Dekks like, she does not think he was in league with net people. We are going to look for friend now? He's not friend. He clearly lured us here.
No, he was so nice. He was so nice. He reminds me of my grandson.
he dressed
Aura,
like an
please.
idiot.
Alright, if you get call on sending stone from person who claimed to be grandchild, please no send them gold. Please do not is not grandchild.
Well, no, I know my grandchild's voice. I know. I do that like once a week.
You'd send money to grandchild once a week.
Yeah, get him something nice. Get a little candy at the shop.
All right, we need to
How
talk.
old is your grandson?
We need to talk about this.
I don't really keep track of it.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't remember having grandkids before. Has that always been a thing?
Yes, I talk about them all the time.
Connie's gonna shrug and follow her in. It's like we might as well go in.
She's just just making her way in. Like, what's in here?
Okay. Well, you walk forward into the
around.
Temple of Primus, and you hear a gentle, low-pitched hum of machinery. Before you, you kind of hear some noises as it sounds like the jungle people have outpaced you by a pretty good amount at this point. And you see a staircase that leads downward. On the left side of the staircase are 4 chairs connected to what looks like a pulley system that travels sideways down the side of the staircase.
This is perfect. This is just like what I have at my home.
Dekks, it's like they knew you were coming.
Oh, I'm fine on stairs, but well, if it's here, might as well take advantage of it.
I could. I don't need it, but I could use a rest. My feet do hurt, so I guess I'll sit.
Conny pulls back the disguise, and you see that like one of his legs. You notice he was limping earlier. One of his legs, it's not a peg leg. It's literally just wood. Like it looks like the bottom of a tree. Just like is the bottom of his leg.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't have foot to hurt, but I understand what you mean.
I whack that leg with my cane sword, and I'm
Nice solid wood thump. And
like, need to get me one of these. This seems like it's sturdy.
No, like it doesn't even phase. Like Connie looks at him like, no, it doesn't even phase him. No feeling. Just
What the hell's going on over there? What the hell are you two doing?
Or sits down in a chair.
I just know Malter hears that low hum of the machinery. He's like, it just reminds me of Zaz, back when he was around still, back when he was alive, he would sing such beautiful low tones like that.
Is that the only, that's the only path that we can see moving forward? Is this kind of, all right, okay.
Yeah. So all of you that sit down on the chair, you sit down on the chair and it starts to move down the staircase. And for all of you that did sit on it, you get the benefit of a short rest.
Ooh!
Oh, thank God.
And you guys all chose to do it, so that's good.
No complaints here.
Okay. Rolled 5 of my 10 hit dice, back up to 67 out of 84. Feeling better.
Cool. Everybody good with their short rest stuff?
During this short rest, I'd like to use a sorcery point to restore my Actually, I'm going to restore one of my 3rd level spell slots.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna. Did we short rest before?
We did. This is our second one.
We did after, right? Okay. So I have a second wind to expend and maybe save myself a hit die. So I will do that too. Perfect.
All right.
I'm thinking, Conny may be thinking perhaps I stand in front now this time because you guys may be looking a little chewed up, no?
That would be very nice, Conny. That's very nice of you.
It's just I'm very squishy. There's places in me where they're not so firm anymore.
Just lead with the leg. You'll be fine. That thing's indestructible.
I used to have problems staying firm too, but they make a pill for that now.
Good.
Dekks does that one Clint Eastwood gif where he just shudders.
That's great.
Scott, I'm gonna be serving you softballs up all night. You keep it coming, buddy.
If they're soft, I'll give you the pill. It's fine.
Well, you reach the bottom of the stairs and you get off of your chairs and you continue forward through a doorway into a massive cavern. You look left and right and see a cavern expanding into the darkness in either direction. The floor below, or the floor before you, has the appearance of a massive bridge due to the overwhelmingly steep drops on either side of it. In front of you, you see many jungle people slain on the floor of this 45-foot wide, 80-foot long bridge. On the other side of the bridge, you can see a closed door, and there seems to be a mechanical hum about the room, and that's it.
I'm thinking maybe it's a good thing we let little jungle people go first.
Do I see Owatonna?
They're kind of far away because it's like a mess of people on the bridge. But from what you can see, you don't like the first kind of people that you can see that are fairly decently close to you. None of them look like Owatonna.
Okay. And did we see him run in here, or are we just assuming he ran in here?
You saw him running. Yeah. After
okay.
he shrieked, he ran towards the open door.
Okay, cool.
Well, as you were, Conny, you say you were taking point.
Just don't touch that bridge with your sharp hands. You know, like don't cut the bridge or anything if it's like a rope bridge.
This would be the map all over again.
I thought this was like, my impression was this is a massive like stone, like this is the floor of the cavern just in a bridge, right? Yeah.
This is sorry, say that again. Yes.
Yeah, so like is the bridge a rope bridge? Is it
No, this is
a
like
land bridge.
It's like a land bridge.
Okay.
That is pretty ornately crafted with metal work. The whole as you're going through this temple so far, you see lots of gears and clockwork devices on the walls. Seems very mechanical in nature everywhere you look as you go through this temple and as you descended down the stairs on that mechanical kind of pulley system chair. So
Conny would like to look around and see if there's any. He's like, I did say I take point. So he steps not onto the bridge, but kind of up toward the ornate bridge facings. Are there any like motifs or like images of figures or anything that he might recognize from either having seen outside the temple or like from his past that he would recognize?
Go ahead and do investigation or perception, I suppose. Either one is fine for this.
I got a +6 on perception, so we're gonna do that. That's a 24.
24, excellent. So the walls of the cavern, there's a fair amount of rock as you look left and right. It kind of like goes into darkness, but on the walls you can see where metal work has been fashioned into the wall, where you see more of those gears. You see some statues around on the walls, on the bridges of small-looking construct looking almost like humanoid forms, but you can see kind of those statues kind of hanging around. You also look kind of around down off the bridge and you see below you like a bunch of motion beneath you. You see looks like things flying around, constructs with like white wings that are circular in form, kind of like moving around underneath the bridge pretty far beneath. And you can see different small constructs like working on different clockwork devices on the walls. You also see some kind of inlets into the cavern that are fairly far away on the sides of the walls of the cavern that look like little ledges with kind of doorways that descend behind them.
So Conny is going to turn back to the rest of the party and go shh with his like very sharp claw and like accidentally cut his lip while he's doing this. And then direct their attention like over the lip so that they can see what's down there, and then lean over as Malter comes up, just like lean over and describe to him what he's seeing for Malter's benefit.
Yeah, good call, because Malter might just fucking walk right off of the edge.
Come close, okay, a little close, too close, okay.
I just have a hand on his shirt, like kid on a leash.
I'm gonna Mr.
Kid on a
Magoo my
leash.
way across this place.
He's the right height. I mean, it's.
So the inlets are like, are they accessible or are they on a wall that's like?
No, they're pretty far away. Yeah,
Okay.
the closest one's like 100 feet.
But are they just suspended like over the ditch essentially?
Yeah, it's kind of like there's little like ledges in the cavern wall as you look
Okay.
out, if that helps, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am thinking maybe we need to be very, very quiet while we cross bridge, no?
Probably not a bad idea.
You are wearing all this heavy plate, or you think you can be quiet?
You know, yes, I definitely can. I will do it. I will be quiet.
He sounds confident. I think we should
I
go
like
for
confidence. Confidence I like.
She takes like a wider stance, thinking that like if she kind of walks like this, it won't be as loud.
Aura's got the look like she's carrying like the folding chairs at church. You
Yes.
know? Like she's
Yep. What do we do?
That's a great question. Do we want to try to sneak across the bridge without alerting what's below it?
Sounds like a decent idea to me.
I just can't figure out why Zaz wanted us to spread his ashes here. I don't understand. This isn't really.
Malter, no, we told you on the way here that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, it's too late, mate. I threw him off the boat back before the river flooded.
Oh,
It's true,
no.
it's true. Dekks also threw map in water, everybody see.
Map to what? What are we doing again?
To this place. Remember, I got it off the vampire.
Where all these people died? Why?
It's a dead vampire map, and this is the dead vampire map temple.
Oh,
Why
good.
everyone keep talking about map? We're here already.
I guess. Well, why are we at the dead vampire temple?
You know, this is why I'm a skeptic, because if we're searching for the fountain of youth, right, there seems to be a lot of inorganic materials here, right? Like constructions and things like that. I might have suspected more, I don't know, organic sort of thing.
Maybe they don't, like, people, like, you know, people they are not here because you need machines that'll just live forever.
So they're
That
gonna
to
turn
take
us
care of
into
the temple.
machines?
No, I just mean they're taking care of the temple so that when someone comes, that they can be here and then they can be taken care of by all the machines.
Oh, yeah. Just like they took care of all these people over here, it looks like.
I don't know what's going on, Malter. Okay, okay, don't get at me right now. Okay, I'm not in the mood.
I'm sorry, don't, please.
Things in stay here.
I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood, Malter. I'm not. Okay.
You seem a little cranky. Maybe
She just starts walking across she starts walking across like this with her
Angrily
arms wide.
stealthing.
I'm stealthing now.
So as you guys all move across the bridge stealthily, everyone roll a.
I do have
let's roll a
pass
group.
without trace. I could have cast if anyone thinks I should, but I mean she's already
I
started
have-
going, so it seems
Let
like
me
it's
tell
too
you
late.
what I will roll for stealth. It is a -1 with disadvantage.
It does seem like a good idea.
All right. Okay.
Maybe not a bad idea.
I suppose I could cast pass without trace then before as she starts walking across.
Well, it sounds like Kyle is asking us all that if we're going at the same time.
Well, yeah, I mean I'm gonna go.
And
too,
I
but-
don't think that's a bad idea. If any one of us is gonna get caught out, we might as well all four of us might as well be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, single file line at least.
Hey, well we've all got +10 bonus to our stealth checks while I've cast pass without trace. So
Sweet.
Okay. Very good. So you guys move forward and are all moving stealthily. I need a group stealth check from everybody as you move across. And this will be 2 people need to succeed the DC. At least half must succeed
I'm
the DC.
absolute. Malter is so fucking stealthy. I've got advantage. I've already got +9, and I just cast
And
pass
you have
without
plus
trace.
10.
Like, come on.
Malter rolling like a 33 or something.
Actually higher than 33. Malter got a 38 on his stealth check.
Wow.
38.
Malter's fucking invisible without casting invisibility.
If we're in darkness, like Gloomstalkers literally are invisible to creatures that
That's
need
true.
to
Yeah.
rely on dark vision,
Yeah.
so we probably can't see him too well.
Okay, so Aura, this is the stealthiest she has ever been in her life. I rolled a nat 20 and an 18. So that's a
Nice.
17 plus 10, so that's a 27. So this is working. This whole
Yeah. Great.
walking like this is doing its job.
Okay, what were the other 2?
Dex is kind of making this thunking sound with his cane just because he can't really change the way he moves at the moment. So he got a 16 with the Hellcat
That's with the plus
without
11?
trace.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, well, Conny rolled an 11 for a total of 22.
22. Okay, great. You start moving forward, and you step on a hand of a jungle person. Aura, with your clunkiness moving forward, you stand on the hand of a jungle person you thought was dead, but coughs up blood. Looks at you, skiba dooba wing wing, skiba dooba wing wing, and makes some noise. What do you do to quiet him?
Oh, I kneel down and I say, "Shh, it's okay. I'm gonna help." and I give him a little healing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
She's handing out healing all of a sudden.
yeah, man. He's in need. I give him
Or
just
they
a
tried
level
to
1.
capture
I
us.
don't know. He needs
He's just
knee
one.
and neck right now.
No. I
Give
cure
him
him.
one of these pills, and I hold my crossbow out.
No, guys. He's gonna be so nice.
Okay. Crossbow quiet.
I've got an immediate fix for that sort of thing. It's just nice and painless.
13 healing.
Okay. He looks fantastic now. And he was
And I'm
like
still,
coughing out
like
his last
hunched.
breath, and he is up, and he's like, oh, and he stands up and looks, and he looks very frantic and looks like he's about to dart.
Before he does anything, Conny steps very close with these very, very sharp razor fingers and puts his finger to his mouth and says,
Okay. And he looks at you. Go ahead and give me a
intimidation?
yes, if that's how your vibe to do
That
it.
is absolutely the vibe right now.
When someone holds up
Persuasion,
razor
maybe?
sharp
Yeah,
claws to
that's
me,
true.
that's pretty intimidating.
Can I also roll persuasion? Because I feel like I'm at the same time like,
Right.
it's okay,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yes. Go ahead and both of you roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 28 on my intimidation. That's a nat 20. So
Okay.
he's fucking listening to me right now.
He's much more scared than persuaded. I rolled a 9.
He's so scared he starts screaming.
Yeah. He goes, okay, and he is tuned in and is nodding
We're
his
locked
head.
eyes, we're nodding. Shh, we're all quiet now.
Yeah.
Shh.
He is there. Okay, you
Is that
guys.
Anatoma Gupta?
It is not Owatonna Gupta.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You so you've made it quarter of the way past on this bridge. You guys continue on, moving stealthily. You now have a jungle person with you, moving stealthily as well. And so I need everybody to make another group stealth check. That was a success, by the way.
Good. This time Malter only got a 35.
Lying down on the job.
I say to Anatoma Gupta, do you have the map? Whisper
It's
to
not him.
And why the hell did you heal him?
He was dying.
Dekks threw a map in water, everybody see, remember?
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That's right. Well, I mean, you didn't heal the ones out there that Conny made explode. I mean, why?
Well, this one was gasping at me. What did you want me to do?
For record, he also deserved to explode, though. He's being quiet, so we let him live now.
All right, that's fair enough.
He rolled with that pass without trace. He rolled a 23 and did great on his roll there. What are your other rolls?
Also a 23.
Okay.
22.
23.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Okay, great.
Noisy people.
Malter, you take a step on some slick oil and lose your balance for a second as you guys are creeping across this bridge, and you kick a knife that slides over to the edge of the bridge, balancing almost perfectly on the edge.
Conny casts a mage hand. At will cantrip to grab it before it goes over the edge.
Okay.
Did I drop something?
Go ahead and give me a dexterity. If you want to do sleight of hand or dexterity for this with your with this mage hand to make sure that you are able to grab it without accidentally nudging it off.
Man, I've got a +0 modifier to both, so
You got
it's
this.
going to be either way.
This is just a DC 10.
That's still a 50% chance fail rate, so let's see. Oh, 16. Okay.
Okay. You grab the knife before it falls. bring it back. That's another success. You all continue on and give me a third group stealth check.
Is Connie's mage hand just his weird knife hand, like disconnecting for a minute and then reattaching? Like,
Yeah,
Is it all
it's
just-
the hand just comes off and then comes back. Yeah.
picking it up with those little skinny fingers.
So I dropped my die, but you respect the roll, and I got a 29 on my stealth.
That's pretty good. I got a nat 20 for a 39. So
Insane. You're insane. You're insane.
I got a 17.
A 17, good.
Yeah.
And Jungle Man got a 26. He's doing great.
Hey, Dex got a 26 too.
Is our new favorite NPC? Does he have any weapons?
He's got
a knife
spear.
now that you just
Yeah, he's got a
grabbed.
spear.
I was gonna say,
with him.
Conny takes the knife. He turns to me and goes, and then hands it to him.
I'm
Okay.
gonna fucking kill you.
He hands it to him. He hands it to him like blade first.
That, like 29 intimidation. Like, take this.
Dekks, you are walking and your back momentarily seizes up from hunching over while trying to sneak walk. And you
Fair.
can't help but let out a little yell. Luckily, you were able to stop yourself from really giving that huge, really loud yell. And that is another success that you guys have while crossing this bridge.
Conny looks at Dex and then turns to the jungle guy and is like, he gets it. Shh. You need razor finger for shh.
You slip a disc?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of acupuncture might help out.
At acupuncture, Conny just goes,
Never mind. We'll try it later.
So you guys are moving and you're fairly close to the end of the door. And Conny, you look out and you see one of these flying constructs. It's a flying orb with a big central eye, big lips, and it's got these like white wings and it's flapping your way. Doesn't really look like it's searching too hard at this point, but you see it kind of heading in your direction to the bridge.
Conny is mentally flicking through his spell list, like what's quiet.
You can see there's various amounts of shrapnel on the ground still. There are plenty of like corpses around of the jungle people.
Is Conny the only one who sees it?
He's going to see it first with his passive perception, and
Sweet.
as it gets closer, everyone but Malter will see it here in a second.
Cool.
So in Connie's estimation, could they make it to the end of the bridge before it's season?
No.
Okay. Connie turns to everybody and goes, down, and points at the thing, goes down, and like gets down and like grabs, smears himself with blood and like grabs some shrapnel, kind of tries to half cover himself, and then lies still. And hopes
Okay.
that everybody else will also do this, but like also kind of grabs Malter and is like,
I mean, first of all, I have hide in plain sight, so I can spend a minute creating camouflage for myself from any naturally occurring materials, and I get another plus 10 bonus to stealth checks.
Do we have
I don't know that we have a minute. That's the only problem. I don't know that we have a minute.
You just fashioned yourself a little fucking camouflage. I'm
What's
just
the
saying,
bonus that you get from that, Scott?
I get another plus 10 to stealth checks while sitting still with that.
I'm going to say you get a few seconds of doing that, so you'll get a +4 to your stealth instead of a +10. You'll
Yeah, I
get
was gonna say, is this a canonically accurate angel from the Bible? Like, is that what is flying toward us right now?
No, it's like a flying snitch with a big weird eye
Looks like
and a
my
mouth.
ex.
And lips.
So it heads toward you. You guys all try and blend in with the surroundings. This is a final stealth check.
Alright.
And this was a DC of 12 plus 2 times the failures that you guys have. And with the pass without trace, blew by these DC 15 stealth checks that you have already done.
I like that we debated using that spell.
Yeah.
Like, is it
Yeah,
worth
it's
it?
like, do we need it?
Thank you for speaking
I think
up.
we're just too.
God.
I just like the chaos so much that it's just like, do I want to actually help us, or will it be more fun if we don't?
Or will we all fucking die here?
Thanks for that. Thank God for that extra +4. So I got a 39 again. So,
Oh, God.
I can't believe you didn't break 40. How
I
dare
know,
you?
so sad.
I rolled 2 18, so that's another 27.
Damn.
Cool. And yeah, the jungle man rolled an 18, so that's a 28.
All right.
Dex
Connie's
had
got a
17.
23.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, that the Modron, this flapping spherical orb thing passes over the bridge, doesn't give you guys a second look as it goes over. And you guys look forward and can see a door that is a bronze, regular door in front of you. And there is what looks to be a lever that was right next to it that is kind of in the ground, a pretty large lever where the handle is completely snapped off on it. There's a little nub left on the lever device on the ground.
I have the mending cantrip. Would that be helpful?
It would.
I cast mending.
Cool. As you lean down to cast mending, you hear a thud and another thud as a large bronze mechanical arm slams down on the bridge. It turns its large head toward you on the other end of the bridge and pulls the rest of its body up, which is much smaller than its arms and its head. It looks kind of at your direction over the bridge with large white eyeballs. And it says, "Reduce, reuse, recycle." It opens its mouth and its 15-foot wide jaw falls to the ground like a shovel, revealing rows and rows of circular rotating teeth. It pulls its arms on the ground and starts pulling itself forward, jaw scraping against the ground, cleaning up all the dust, javelins, daggers, and jungle people corpses on the ground. And you cast mending on this lever and cast it so it is firm and ready to go.
All right. I try and open
Just like
it.
the pills.
You are pulling the lever now, please.
You pull the lever, it opens, the door opens, and you guys are all able to go forward into the room if you
Dekks, you
desire.
go first. You gotta get through.
Yeah, I do have danger sense and am used to going first on things, so I think at this point I know well enough I should.
Yeah,
get
we're all
hustling some.
shoving him.
Yeah, we're pushing him along.
All right.
He's half in the air, half carried in. Yes.
Can we just get our NPC to carry Dekks, give him a piggyback ride the rest of the time?
The NPC follows you all in, and you enter into a tall circular room. And as you guys all walk into this room, the door closes fast behind you. In front of you, in this room, is a beautiful, gleaming, large fountain made of brass piping. A black, oily liquid bubbles from its top and pours over the intricate piping into a round bowl 15 feet in diameter. In front of you, you see the body of Owatonna Gupdang laying face down on the floor. On the right side of the room, slumped against the wall, you see a large metal humanoid suit of armor. It has no place for a head, but there's a large circular cavity open in the center of its chest. On the left side of the room, a medium-sized construct seems to be fiddling with some mechanism on the wall, and it turns to look at you. It has a half-dome head, like a helmet head with 2 large eyes on the top, and it stands upon 8 metal tentacles. Its eyes turn red. "Intruder!" It speaks out of a metal grate in front of its helmet-shaped head. A starfish construct on the wall across the room drops down and looks at you all with 5 eyeballs, 1 on each arm, and speaks with 5 mouths, 1 on each arm as well. "Intruder!" The lights in the room turn red. On the far wall, you see a panel of 4 numbers that read 0000, then flip rapidly and stop at 1600. The tentacled construct spins in place rapidly, fanning its tentacles out in a deadly flourish, then rushes forward to attack, and everyone roll initiative!
It's one fight to another fight, everything robotic.
Were we not invited to this place by what was his name? Arthur? Arthur, didn't he invite us here, I thought? I got a 16 on my initiative.
I got an 18.
Quit fucking showing off.
22.
Connie is so busy bitching that he just does not even pay attention because he rolled a 2.
Okay.
This is some fucked up weird things in this temple, man. I don't like it. I don't like the sound of a one of them.
Not a one of them.
back when we were coming up, you fought simple things, a vampire, a werewolf, maybe a goblin. I don't know. What the hell even is this thing?
You go into sewer, find rats. You find rats, and then
that's
you come back.
That's a classic type of adventure, You get hired
He's
to
not
get
good
some
enough
goons.
for today youth. They don't want to fight rat. They want to fight weird construct starfish thing.
I don't understand what we're building these days.
Hold on. Are you saying that the fountain of youth is just a fountain for a bunch of youths?
Now we've been had. We should have known. We should have known.
I told you it was a hoax.
I never thought of it.
Aura fell for another one, just like those Nigerians that she's given her money to.
No, that's not what's happening. It's definitely.
Think about it. Think about the accent on your grandchild.
Is that her grandson's in Nigeria?
Well, he's practicing his accents for his acting class.
Aura, those grandchild sometimes call you Aura? Like, don't know real name?
No, he just always calls me grandma or, Mima or, Muma,
Ma'am.
whatever all those,
Muma.
I don't know, people come up with weird stuff.
Aura, how many grandchildren do you have? It seemed like question you should be able to answer, seeing as you speak
Well,
with them every week.
it's just sometimes, you have one kid and then they multiply, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know what's going on. They move away, you never see them, you
They're
call.
ungrateful kids. That makes sense. Yeah, you do never see them.
I may have children, but I don't even know if they exist.
Well,
Maybe we meet them someday.
Connie, we need to have a talk after this. You're saying some weird stuff tonight.
Yeah, can it, Conny? We got stuff to deal with.
He's still bitching. He's like, I'm completely ignoring the fight. It's like, no, we're going to talk about
Fits
this
with the
now.
really low initiative.
That's right.
Fits really well.
They're getting ready to fight. He's still talking at them.
Plenty of time to get his thoughts out.
Dekks, you see this 8 tentacled construct running at you all. You're up. What would you like to do?
Okay, so if I rage as a bonus action, I can move up to half my turn, and if I rage my speed, or move up to half my speed, it becomes 25. Half of that is 10. So on turn 1, I could have 35 feet of movement.
That's pretty good.
Can that get me to starfish or construct or something to hit?
Is that with your half movement speed? Is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Speed is 10. When I rage, it's 25.
You guys are exactly 35 feet away from it. That's what I have on the map.
That's all I needed. That's my bonus action and movement. I get that, what is it called? Instinctive pounce on my bonus action when I enter rage. So I will be going to that, into that now. And I'm going to just start wailing on this construct. I can't make my dueling bonus action attack because I raged, but we'll get to that. For now, I will just reckless with the cane sword, which as I unsheathe ignites on fire, and take a couple swings. The 24 and a 22 to hit on both of them.
Both hit.
All right. First one's gonna be 9 slashing and 7 fire, and then 12 slashing and 7 fire, so 14 fire and 21 slashing.
That's your was that
2
3
attacks.
2.
Just 2 this
I
round.
get 3. Right.
Okay.
A heal, and you're not doing another one because you have raged with your bonus action.
Yeah, the turn that I rage, I can't get it out, but once I'm
Gotcha.
in the zone. And when I do hit a creature, their speed is reduced by 10 feet, of course, as a reminder, which is pretty much every time.
Oh,
hit with the
okay.
sword.
Cool.
That's only once per turn, right? Or once per round.
Yeah. So
Once per
it's
turn.
always a 10. I can't continue to stack it.
Great. You slash into it, exposing some of the wiring on this construct, and hit it in its tentacles, so it looks like it really isn't going to be able to go as far as it could have.
It's called a little percussive maintenance. All right, don't need to understand these newfangled technologies.
the starfish-shaped construct is going to move towards the group that you left behind, and is going to get in within 30 feet of them, and is going to use a paralysis gas action. Everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna hit him with the same thing here.
And Dekks, you are gonna have disadvantage to, or not Dekks, Conny, you're gonna have disadvantage to your Constitution saving throw.
Well, even with his +2 Constitution bonus, Conny rolled with disadvantage a 6.
Malter got a 12.
Well, without disadvantage, Aura also got a 6.
Oh gosh. Okay. Aura and Conny.
What are we all standing around for?
So this starfish construct, it's got an eye and a mouth on each of its like appendages, and with all of the mouths just go and blow out this paralysis gas and hit you. And Malter, you're good. It was a DC 11. Conny and Aura, you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh,
good.
good. A minute? That's a long time.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn to see if you can get out of it.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
Old petrified wood over there.
The tentacled one is going to try and get to the group as well. It is going to only have 20 feet of movement speed this time, and it will invoke an opportunity attack.
Happily, I only had a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. It is going to get in close to the way the positioning is. It's within 15 feet of all of you. And it is going to whirl its tentacles around as fast as it can. And it creates this whirlwind that is going to try and pull you in closer to it. Everyone needs to make a strength saving throw. If you are paralyzed, you automatically fail this.
I was gonna say, how the fuck are they gonna avoid it?
Is this me too, or just the group that was close to?
You too, because
Okay.
you're within the range of this effect.
Cool. Malter got a 19.
Wow, I'm rolling bad. I got a 13.
Is a DC 16 strength saving throw, and so both of you fail.
What? I got a 19.
Oh, you got a 19. I'm sorry. Malter,
You took
you
the
succeed.
one off the front of it.
That makes sense.
Dekks, you fail that saving throw, and you are pulled 10 feet in a straight line toward the tentacled one, and it is now going to be able to make tentacle attacks against you.
Long term, that might have been beneficial to me.
I was saying, I mean, helpful moved you a little bit.
Yeah, it felt like a relief.
Dex seemed like free movement for you.
That is all of my movement at the moment.
And that is a 24 to hit,
Yeah.
and you will be taking 14 points of bludgeoning damage. That'll
Okay.
be, you raged, right?
Yes.
So half down to 7, and then you are shocked for 12 points of lightning damage as it shocks. The tentacles kind of shock you as it hits you.
Ow.
That's its first attack. It will try to hit you again with another tentacle. That is an 11 to hit,
Miss.
and that misses. That is its turn. Aura, you're up.
I make a saving throw.
It is Constitution.
Ooh, okay, 18.
18.
Ooh.
You are no longer paralyzed. That was at the end of your turn, and so you come out of it at that point. Malter, you're up.
Tight. What size creatures are these? They're not the same size creatures as any of my allies, are they?
Yes, the tentacled one is. It is right next to Dekks.
Great, cool, tight. That's the one I wanted to attack too. So I have to make a perception check if something's the same size and in melee with one of my allies to attack the right thing.
And it's
It's pretty easy. It's like it's a 75% success, so we'll be fine. Except I rolled a 4 and I needed to roll higher than a 5. So Okay.
You can roll that for each of your attacks. by
Okay,
the
thank
way.
God, because I don't want to do all 3 of them.
You're not going to do a multi-attack.
Am I able to bend luck when I'm paralyzed? Is it an 8?
No,
It's a
because you can't
reaction,
do any reactions, I don't think, while you're
Damn it.
paralyzed.
Makes sense.
Oh, you
Makes
might be right.
sense.
Yeah.
Connie is blinking at him so hard.
Can I still apply the hunter's mark to the correct thing? Because I need to do a bonus action hunter's mark right now. Because I had to drop concentration on the old one.
I will
for
say
pass without trace.
that does not have to be part of this.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
so
want to do
you can-
hunter's mark
you're-
damage to bones. So that's,
Yeah.
I'll
Yes,
take
you
that
do
for
the hunter's mark. You can correctly put that on the right
All
thing.
right, good. Well,
and not
Bones, I'm
have that
sorry,
be
I'm
part of your
probably
deficiency.
gonna hit you because I have a really good to hit. But we'll see.
Getting
here.
hit with a Gloomstalker's Dread Ambush turn is
It's fine. It's actually
About as
my
great as
worst
that.
roll of the night so far. Only a 14 to hit on my shot on
And
you.
misses.
All right, so attack
Great.
number 2. Let's see if I can hit the right person. I rolled another 4. I'm sorry, Bones. I really got it out for you.
okay.
A nat 1 on the
God.
attack. This is beautiful.
Nice.
I'm so
Hold
unlucky
on
right
a second. If you crit fail aiming at the person you meant to aim at,
Do you,
do you invert it and aim at the person you meant to hit?
now. Really, that's how it should
DM,
work.
what's up?
Unfortunately not. You
darn.
miss.
All right, I still have one additional attack. Let's see if I can hit the right person. This one, I'm aiming at the right person, guys. All right.
All right, here comes a hit. Here comes a hit.
Yeah, here comes the to hit. Okay.
This is me just aiming his shoulders in the correct direction. Just like,
Stop firing
way.
at me.
Well, you're on the. You're like not right next to him at this point, right?
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay. Pretend I moved over there while I was shooting. It's a 20 to hit on the
That will
tentacle
hit.
thing. Okay, and that's great because it's my last one that gets that extra D8 of damage as well. So, hell yeah. Okay, damage is 19 plus 7, so 26 piercing damage and 1 cold damage against this construct.
Love the one cold damage.
Yeah.
Love the one. Cold.
maybe he is weak to it. Maybe it does too. I mean,
it's like when you put a drink in the freezer, but just for like 5 minutes, just to get the quick cool down.
you got to wrap a wet paper towel around it so it gets cold faster.
Yeah, Dekks, you see Malter take aim at you for 2 shots and miss, and shift his gaze toward the right, the correct opponent, and hit it. And there's just like a little bit of frost that happens off one of the the crossbow bolts on one of the tentacles.
And then I still have 40 feet of movement on this turn. Can I get like away from the thing that tried to put noxious fart gas in my face earlier? Like,
Yeah. So did you want to? Yeah. So where do you want to? I had you 15 feet away from the from the tentacle construct first.
I think I want to be 20 feet away from that tentacle thing and as far away from the starfish as I can get.
How much movement do you have?
40 feet.
Okay.
Because I think 20 feet is my, if I get further than that, basically I'm taking disadvantage on my shots. So I don't want to do that.
Yep. You are okay. Yep. You're with. I got you placed.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn?
That will be it for poor Malter's turn.
Okay. Conny, you are paralyzed, and it is going to be the end of your turn as you stand there paralyzed from this gas. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, and this one will be just a straight one without disadvantage.
I was gonna say, you ever get the feeling that a DM is designed to encounter specifically tailored to your weaknesses? Though paralyzed, can I use Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on this Constitution saving roll?
Oh, that's a good question.
It says once per long rest, you can gain advantage. It's not an action or reaction.
Yeah, a
it's just
saving
other.
throw. Yeah, absolutely, you can. Cool.
Nice.
Because I would like to not be standing stock still anymore. So
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
smart.
take it with advantage.
Good call.
It's a good thing I did that because the first time I rolled was a 1, then an 18. All right,
Great.
that's a good
You are
thing. We
no
did that.
longer
yes.
paralyzed.
Whew, okay. Good job, James. Good memory. Okay, so we've used that, and then the next time I cast a spell, I will roll on the Wild Magic search table, and I regain that use.
Okay.
But for now, I'm feeling limber.
Okay. You guys all are standing there, and we have a layer action as the ground starts to rumble and starts to emit this like force damage that hits you all. And everyone is going to be taking some force damage. 8 points of force damage to all of you as you are all hit by this force damage that seemed to come from the floor. You look around, and near you, you see an area of the floor that doesn't seem disturbed, doesn't seem like it got affected.
Do I see that?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
We are back up to the top of the initiative, and you see the numbers on the end of the cavern that read 1600. The numbers start to flip, and turn, and now reads 0900. Dekks, you're up.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. I'm not sure what those do. I'm gonna hit I believe I'm next to the starfish.
Yes. Oh no, you're next to the.
The one whirlwinded you in the tentacle.
Whirlwind.
The octopus. Yeah. The octopus.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Not starfish.
No.
They're very different, okay?
Tentacles are different than appendages, so.
I just ran a adventure with a lot of 8-legged creatures, so I should know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to town here. I'm gonna take 2 attacks with the cane sword to start. First one's a 20.
That will hit.
That's gonna be 15 damage. Do the total.
Okay.
Second one's an 18 to hit.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I didn't roll with advance. Oh, whatever. Do it for the next ones. Damage on the second one. 18 damage.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna use my bonus action. Things are getting serious. Dekks pulls a shiny scimitar off his back. Time to double up here. That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
Yes, it will. That will hit.
For 10 slashing on that one. And why not action surge?
Good. Good.
Going back to the cane sword. Oh, 16. Does that hit?
16 does not hit.
Dang. Okay.
You stab
All right.
into the tentacles, and they part the way, and you just go straight through the tentacles.
Last swing. 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
20 hits.
For another 19 damage.
Okay.
Speed reduced by 10.
Yes, and yeah, good. Again, disabling some of its tentacles, so it's not going to be able to move as far. Anything else for your turn?
That's about all I can muster.
Okay. We're going to see if this starfish can recharge its ability, which it does, and it will move. And this time it is going to be able to hit Malter and Aura. It'll be able to target with its paralysis gas as those lips come together.
I'm
and
led
go,
by Aura. I moved 40 feet away, I thought. This is ludicrous.
You can't. You couldn't move
I
the
see.
way. It's a giant circle, and so where the
I'm not really
where the
complaining, I don't
tentacle
care.
was, yeah. So you couldn't move in the direction to get further where you wanted to be with
see.
with it because they kind of have you closed off a little bit. So yeah, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, and that's a DC 11.
Malter is paralyzed because I got a 5.
Oh.
So is Aura. I got a 4.
Okay.
I can't even bend luck for you guys. So like, that's not even.
No, they were
striking
shit rolls.
Okay, the paralysis gas hits Malter and Aura, and you two are both paralyzed.
Aura! Oh.
It wasn't me. And then I just freaked.
The Modron with the 8 tentacles is going to see if he recharges his Whirlwind of Tentacles ability, which he does. And he is within range of all of you at this point. And so he whirlwinds his tentacles around, creating a whirlwind and
Whoa.
creating a tornado, a twister, and pulls you all in 20 feet, or tries to pull you in 10 feet toward him. Everyone make a strength saving throw. Unless you're paralyzed, you'll fail this.
It's gonna go poorly.
I honestly thought Goop Dang was supposed to be talking again when Kyle was trying to say
Yeah, where's our
whirlwind.
NPC, Kyle? Is he helping?
He is cowered against the wall with his spear, like not having any part of this.
What do we got? Barley back over here? What the hell is this? I can't talk.
Who is Barley? Conny give him entire knife. Whole new knife give to him. He does not use.
So Dekks, what was your
23.
23. You were right next to it, so there wasn't much range for you to go, but you are able to resist it. Conny.
I, with a -1 modifier, rolled an 18.
Nice. So you succeed on that DC 16 strength saving throw and stay where you are. And so now anybody within 10 feet, which is the rest of you three, will get 2 tentacle attacks each. And Dekks, we'll start with you. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
That will be 17 points, halved down to 8 of bludgeoning damage, plus 10 points of lightning damage.
That's where they get you. It's the lightning damage that they get you.
And the second attack is a 24 to hit.
Jesus. A die.
And that will be 17 again, halved down to 8 bludgeoning
again?
damage.
Zac Efron? Just
Yes. And then 7 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Are you up right now?
I'm at 41.
Holy shit!
Well,
Yeah, at 101 HP to start.
Conny is
cow.
with
better
no.
be
You
up.
can go first. You can stay in the front. That's fine. You stay right up there. You're good. I believe in you.
For paralyzed creatures, attacks have advantage.
oh, that's cool.
So we'll start
Probably
with
fine.
Malter.
I love it. It's great.
The first
Hard to
tentacle.
kill me, but I can't heal.
First tentacle hits you for 18 to hit.
Oh, fucker. My AC 17. So
Hold on. Was that the advantage roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Your AC 17.
yes.
Connie's gonna bend luck
Yeah.
and roll a D4 penalty to that attack roll.
Come on, baby.
3. So it's below 17. That
There we go.
attack does not hit.
Cool. Misses that first tentacle on Malter.
Malter
Goes
just
for another tentacle.
locked in place, staring forward as the tentacle like miraculously goes around him. Doesn't even notice it.
Yeah. That's a 26 to hit. On
Yeah,
the
that one's
second
gonna
one.
hit. I don't think you're bending luck on that one.
That is going to be 13 bludgeoning damage and 4 lightning damage. Really
lucky
rolled
on
bad
the
on that
lightning,
lightning
yeah.
damage. Aura, 2 tentacles headed your way.
Uh-huh.
First one's a 15 to hit.
No.
Misses. Glances
She's
off
just
the
like
armor.
staring at Malter, like halfway telling him like, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So she's like,
And the second one is going to be a 23 to hit.
yeah.
And that will be 10 points of bludgeoning damage plus
Okay.
7 points of lightning damage.
I am resistant to lightning damage as they air
Okay,
Genasi.
that is halved down
Nice.
to 3.
Very nice.
Okay, that was its turn. Aura, it is your turn. You are paralyzed. Go ahead and give us a saving throw, Constitution saving throw, a DC
Okay.
11 to not be paralyzed.
Ooh, wonderful. 19. Let's hope I don't get paralyzed before my next turn.
Let's not do that.
Malter, you are up. You are paralyzed.
Oh, do I
Go
need
ahead.
to make a DC 11
Go ahead and give
Constitution
us
saving throw?
You absolutely do.
Well, I did not. I rolled a 2 for a total of 4. So I am locked
Still
in.
paralyzed.
Just taking a break. Just, not really.
You know,
in the
you
mood
deserve
for any
it.
of
You
this.
deserve a break. You know?
Conny, you are up.
Gosh.
Conny, you look forward and see the tentacled, 8-legged, or 8-tentacled construct surrounded in the middle of your friends, basically. And then off to the right, the starfish-shaped construct is fairly far away from you.
Okay. So the starfish is off on its own.
Yeah, starfish is off on its own. It's 35 feet away from you.
Dex, you hit the starfish, yes?
Yeah.
You've done some damage
Was he?
to it.
Oh,
thought
no,
we were
he
no, I'm
attacked the
tentacles.
tentacled.
You guys are
Okay, so
getting
as
your
far as we know,
tentacles and
nobody-
your other appendages mixed up, guys. Come on.
I am. So as far as I know, no one has hit the starfish at all.
Correct.
No one has.
All right, he's the problem. Does he have?
That's true.
Could I place a 20-foot radius sphere on him and not hit any of my friends?
Yes.
We're doing that. How far am I away from 8 tentacled man construct?
15 feet.
Can I move further away and not put myself in that sphere? Can I triangulate myself between these two enemies?
You can't really get. You could
Further
try
away
to get
than
in
I
the
am now.
middle of them. You could move away from both of them, like around the outside edge of this circular room.
How about where is that patch that didn't appear to get affected by the force damage that happened at the beginning of the turn?
The starfish is standing on it.
Of course he fucking is. All right, fine.
Roll a perception check for me real quick as you're kind of looking over at that area.
23.
23. You look and see the starfish standing on that area, and you see that there are like segments in the floor you didn't notice before that are fairly faint, but it's standing on top of a big IV.
4.
Yeah, but the number last time was 1600.
1600.
It then
which is
reduced to
16 is-
0900.
No. Hold on. That's 4 o'clock. 1600 hours? That's 4 o'clock.
There it is.
And then it was 0900.
Yeah, so you want to be on a 9 right now, then.
That's right. Find me the one that looks like IX.
Yes, that is off to your left. You look down and see a VI is in the segment that you are on right now, and off to the right is that 4, and to the left you see the IX, and would be reachable with your movement speed.
Let's get to IX, and then I'm going to drop a storm sphere on this starfish
Okay.
at 4th level. So a 20-foot sphere of whirling air springs into existence centered on a point you choose within range. The sphere remains for the spell's duration. It's concentration. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere's space is difficult terrain. So to get out of it, he will have his speed halved.
Okay.
And until the spell ends, I can use as a bonus action on each of my turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere toward one creature I choose within 60 feet of the center. I make a ranged spell attack, and on a hit, they will take 46 lightning damage. So I'm going to drop Storm Sphere on him. He needs to make a strength saving throw of 16.
Is that right now, or is that when he...
That's on cast. It says...
Okay.
Yeah, it says the sphere remains... Or sorry, each creature in the sphere when it appears, or that ends its turn there.
Okay, great.
I just want everyone to know that I know my camera froze, but it's just appropriate for the moment, so I'm not fixing it until I get rid of being paralyzed.
And that was a
Perfect.
strength saving throw. Okay.
Correct.
That rolls a 12.
Failure.
Okay.
So, Conny, he slides over to the space in the floor, and instead of like the fire catching his robes, like with the fireball, his body starts to it looks like it disintegrates like into raindrops that slide across the floor and then start to whirl around into this sphere of like whirling rain and wind in surrounding this construct, and actually picks it up off the floor and like bashes it against the walls. Do 2d6 bludgeoning damage for 11 damage.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Excellent.
And as Conny reconstitutes in the same place he was before, he is going to use his bonus action to focus lightning from the sphere on that same construct.
Okay, cool.
I have to make a spell attack roll
Yeah.
for the lightning, but I have advantage on the attack roll if the target is in the sphere.
Great. Yep.
And the sphere is on it, so I'm going to get advantage on this attack roll. 17 or a 14. So 17.
17 will just hit.
Right. For
Combo.
19 lightning damage.
19 lightning damage. That lightning bolt hits it and shocks its system. It looks like it is like shutting down, powering down, and then just has like a little bit of life left and stands upon one of its starfish legs and then another starfish leg. It looks very, very bad at this point.
And can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah,
It seems to be taking full damage from the lightning.
it does. Yes,
Cool.
definitely.
Reap the whirlwind.
That was the starfish though, not the whirlwind. Or no,
Correct.
your whirlwind. Okay, I was
It's my
confused.
whirlwind.
What you're saying. I was just confused. I was
all-
like, oh crap, was he trying to do the
it's all-
tentacle one the whole time?
Don't make
okay.
Kyle say whirlwind again, okay?
I thought we were going with Twister.
Janitorial again.
Look, it's
Janitorial.
Connie's whirlwind. We all just live in it, okay?
Great. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw as your body reconstitutes and see if you have control over your body.
Conny, that surely isn't good for you, mate. That must hurt.
Is very painful. So Tides of Chaos, I have cast a spell. I have to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table. Do you want me to
You
do
will
that
after
first?
this.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it's to my
we're-
discretion, but my discretion is yes, you will be using it. That will be happening.
So it's sorry, we're doing
First you're
Connie's
doing your
con.
Conny thing.
yeah, we're
and
doing
then you're
Connie's
doing
con
your-
as your body reconstitutes as
Connie's
it turned
con
into
roll.
the Connie's
Okay,
con.
I rolled a 13.
13. That succeeds. Yeah, the DC is 12. So now, to get your Tides of Chaos, you're gonna roll on the Wild Magic table, and we're gonna see what happens. So
And
give me
that's a D100, no?
that is a D100, and I will pull up that.
All of your allies immediately stop being paralyzed. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh, that's so great.
Lucky number 7? He's very lucky number where I come from. 7, yes. Oh dear. Hands on the lips. That can't be good.
As you reconstitute yourself, you rolled a 7. And if you roll a 7 or an 8 on the Wild Magic Surge table, you cast Fireball as a 3rd level spell centered on yourself.
I just think, look, I appreciate you helping out with the fight, mate, but I just feel like pretty soon, sooner or later, it's gonna go real bad for you.
So yes, go ahead. You have.
Hold on a second.
There's no holding
Hold
on. You're not getting out of
No,
it.
no. Hold on.
What you
Hold on.
holding
This
on
just
for? This is
happens.
wild magic.
Hold on a second. Can I change this in any fashion?
You are not changing shit.
That's wild
I
I
magic.
don't think I can.
Don't
I was
believe
gonna say, I don't think this isn't because it's not an ability check or saving throw.
That's
It's-
the on the table that you
Yeah.
want to.
hit the
It's like
One button you
literally
don't wanna
the
hit.
one.
But hey, you moved away from your friends though.
That's
you
nice.
moved away
Thank you for
from your
that.
friends. Roll. So Fireball, you need to make a Dexterity saving throw, correct?
I have the spell in my spell list. So why don't I
it's
look
a
it
dex
up?
save.
It's definitely
It's a
Dex. You did
save.
it earlier.
It is Dex.
Yep.
Sure is. Okay.
So go ahead and roll a Dexterity saving throw.
That is a 3.
A 3. So you're gonna fail, and you're gonna take the full brunt of this 9d6 damage. Go ahead and roll
My
your own
God.
damage.
96?
Look, I've got an extra sword. You stick with that for now, and after this, we'll figure out something else you can do.
9d6? Third level is 8d6
It's
for me.
8d6.
I was like, 9 seems high. 9 I think is 4th
Okay,
level.
just 8 then.
Okay, 8d6. Excuse me. That would have.
Well, surely
may
he's fine
may
now.
make the difference between survival and death right now, so.
Yes.
Alright, okay. 30 damage. Ow.
Wow.
Yeah, you take
That's-
30 fire damage. All of you see Conny cast this cool storm spell, walk over to that area on the left side of the circular room, and explode in a fireball. You're still up, correct?
He's like, yes, I am. He's like stamping his wooden leg out because it's like on fire now, so he's trying to put it out. He goes, I knew this happened. I move away from you. It's all part of. It's under control. Everything fine. He's literally on fire. Like,
Is it the warlocks in the trees, Dex? Are they back?
No, I think it's just Conny exploded.
I'm still up. He didn't have the harness and all the coolant to help him.
And
regulate
now
all
you
this.
have your Tides of Chaos ability available again.
Oh, thanks.
and,
thanks for that. Appreciate that. Good to have that back.
And as you are stamping out your leg, the entire room starts to move again and kind of rumble, and then from the floor, these little spouts of kind of rise up from the floor and spit out acid on everybody except for Conny. And everybody except Conny will be taking 7 points of acid damage.
Anybody got acidic resistance?
Nope.
Nope.
Just poison for me.
Back up to the top of the initiative, the numbers on the far end of the wall start to flip and turn again, and go to 2000.
8.
And Dekks, you are up, and you are face to face with the tentacled one.
Just looking horrified over at Conny, and then sees him somehow still standing as the dust clears, and just, well, nothing I can do about that. And back to swinging my swords. I'm gonna put down this tentacle thing, and that's gonna be some attacks with my cane sword. 22.
That hits.
14 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, 23 a hit for 16 damage. And I think I should second wind with my bonus action. And I rolled a 1 on the D10.
Yay.
The worst you can do. All right. Well, I do my best, but I'm exhausted, quite literally, and I regain 4 HP, and I am at 38.
Okay. You swipe a couple times at this tentacle one. It is looking significantly less good than it did before. It is taken a lot of slashes, lots of wires that are exposed. See the lightning that kind of goes through its tentacles is just kind of dancing around a little bit uncontrollably.
So Kyle, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know I took damage, right?
Yeah.
Storm Sphere is a concentration spell, and I took 30 damage, which means I have to roll a 15, and I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So
Okay,
despite
great.
literally self-immolating, Conny holds the spell in place.
Holds the concentration. Perfect.
Jesus.
The starfish one, who is still standing, we'll see if it recharges its gas, and it does recharge its gas ability. Unreal. Oh, and you know what? With its position now, with Aura and Malter having been brought closer to it, it does look and see that the tentacled one is going to be within that gas breath, and it is smart enough to not want to attack its own. And so it is going to move forward to Malter. Malter, you are paralyzed still.
Yep. Attack you.
And it is going to make an attack against you with all 5 of its arms.
Sick.
The first one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Miss.
The second one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Miss.
The
Attaboy.
third one is going to be a 13 to hit.
Miss. Just
Attaboy.
not even worried.
Keep it going.
Flapping its arms.
It's used to people trying to dodge. It's like, it's just, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's
just
hitting
not
where it
moving.
thinks you'll dodge, and you're just
Its
standing
fourth
still.
attack is a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Attaboy.
It's like when you're sniping in an FPS and someone's standing perfectly still and suddenly you miss, like the easy shot.
Like the
And its
aim
fifth
assist
arm.
won't trigger.
Its fifth arm, here we go. It's a 15 to hit.
Miss.
So it walks up to Malter and just is trying to flap all of its tentacled arms on you and misses every single one, all 5.
I mean, if we're doing
Incredible.
Disney
Multi-target.
references, it's just the grandma from Mulan crossing the street,
Yeah.
just
Yes.
like unbothered as chaos reigns.
and the
That is pretty Mr. Magoo, which
That's
is
my
pretty
whole
Malter.
time, yeah. The live action Mr. Magoo with Leslie Nielsen, right? That's the one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
the tentacled one is going to see if it recharges its whirlwind ability, and it does.
Why wouldn't it?
Unbelievable.
I mean, why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't
Just
it?
give it to
I
it
rolled a
every
5
turn,
or a
Kyle.
6
What's the
on all of
difference?
these.
Sure.
And guess what? It is going to use that ability, and Malter, you're going to fail it, but Dekks and Aura, you'll need to make a strength saving throw of 16.
Am I not like right by it already anyway?
You're right next to it, but yeah, you guys are both right next to it. Just
But
make
I can
it-
still have
make
the
it
damage.
Stuff Kyle still wants to humiliate you and make you do the wrong.
Well, I did roll an 8.
Good.
I have advantage on those, and I rolled 2 21s.
Oh, sick.
Very good. Yes, you guys are standing right next to it. Aura, you get pulled even closer into the metal tentacles. It's metal, but it kind of still feels icky, and then you like step back. and it is going to hit Dekks first. First one is a 25 to hit,
Yeah.
and that will be 11 points of bludgeoning damage, half down to 5, and then 15 points of lightning damage.
That's
Ow.
not good.
The second tentacle hits you for a 20 to hit,
Yeah.
and that will be 20 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oh, no.
half down to 5,
no,
half down to
no,
10.
no.
And then 9 points of lightning damage.
I had 8 HP left.
God damn it.
Oh,
Dex is down. Aura, you are next to it, and it's going to make 2 attacks against you. First is an 18.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Look, I multi-classed. Takes me a second. How many levels of Barbarian do I have?
Oh, do you have the thing where you stay at 1?
I was gonna say, are you
Relentless
about to
endurance.
final stand? Like,
When I am reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Oh.
Got 1 HP.
Clutch.
And I don't lose my rage, so I don't take a 3rd level of exhaustion.
Dex, you take the hits and almost go down and find
feel
the
great.
energy within to stand up yet for another round. And
shame we got rid of that urn. We're gonna need it for Dex, I think.
the first hit against you, Aura, is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
The second tentacle to hit is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Really used all of its good tentacle attacks.
I have like a terrible AC, and it's just like 25.
Yeah.
Malter, you were pulled directly into it. It has advantage on these attacks. The first one is a 16 to hit,
Miss.
and the second one is a 14 to hit.
Miss.
This is really funny
just
with
suck again.
the
frozen camera just
This can't
fucking
be.
sends me.
miss.
I know his camera's been like that. Aura, you are up.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Okay. I
Alright,
gotta
now would
heal.
be time for hitting things, yeah?
Well, except Dex is about to die.
Yeah, but
Dex like gets to his feet, blood coming out of his nose, just looking absolutely destroyed. He's like, Aura,
Yeah.
you know I don't ask you this too often anymore. But I think it sucks.
fucking smoke coming out of his ears from the lightning.
Yeah.
Conny on fire, like, nonsense, he's fine. You let he recover later.
Starfish is almost dead, though, I feel like.
Yeah.
you know?
How
Kill thing
close
first,
to
kill
death
after.
does the starfish look?
It looks like it's about to fall over. Like, it looks so bad.
Also,
Okay.
and well, before she decides to move anywhere, Connie's like, 2000 hours is 8 o'clock.
It's true.
Right. But it didn't. So you were standing on the 9, but nothing happened, which I think means because we were standing on other numbers, it didn't work. I think we have to maybe stand on the right.
You need to move to the 8. Connie didn't take any acid damage. The rest of us did.
Okay.
Because I was standing on the part
Whatever
of
the number
of
is,
clock
that's the
face
only
that
safe spot
matched
in the room.
The hours.
That's the only safe spot.
Yes.
Okay. I was okay. All right. Well. Oh gosh,
I don't remember what
wish
the damage was for that. If you didn't take it, I don't remember. But I think
I
was...
took it. I just wasn't understanding the.
Okay,
I did not
gotcha.
connect what was happening. I thought it was a different kind of mechanic. I wish I had like a bonus action damage instead of because healing word is so useless. Like I wish I should just cure wounds you. It's such a waste of a spell slot. Malter.
I'll say this, like, just to strategize out of character.
Yeah.
It's not super worth giving me even 15 HP.
Yeah, that's true.
So if there's like a lesser restoration or greater whatever exhaustion, maybe that comes into play when I'm back or something like that.
I do
But
have
I
greater
think
restoration.
Actually,
And I've got 2 5th level spell slots.
yeah, I think save that for when
And I have spare
if
the
I'm-
dying cantrip, so like if you go down, I will keep you from dying.
I say leave Dex at 1.
All right. All right.
In character, he's asking
Or I
for
can see
help,
Conny
but-
across the clock face. Like you can see the flames from when he lit himself on fire coalescing into his hands. He's like, "We can take them."
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
And if I get Yeah, if I
Good
get
to
one more
attack
go,
because
I can
I'm not going
play
to have a
something.
turn to attack no matter what.
Right,
also,
that's
so,
very
like,
true.
we
Yeah, because
wanna
I was thinking you're
probably-
coming after me, but you're not going to be able to attack. Okay, I am for sure going up to the starfish. That's the one that's like on death's door, right? And I'm going to attack that. Okay, I'm just going to attack it with my sword.
You're right next to the tentacled one.
Do I have to take an opportunity attack to get to the starfish?
You would be leaving.
Take it.
its,
I'm gonna do it. I'm
its
gonna do
area. Oh, okay.
You're not concentrating on anything, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, so you leave the tentacled one's
And
range.
it has its ultimate
It's a
super attack.
attack. That's a 19 to hit,
That is my AC, yeah.
Hold on.
and
Hold
it
on.
up?
Hold on.
Somewhat?
No, it's not.
okay.
Who's
No, it's
feeling
not.
lucky? I'm up.
That's
Well,
right.
it
Connie's-
can't hit me then.
Aura's fine. She never
Connie's
gets
gonna. He
hit.
sees that hit coming, and he snaps right as it's about to land, and just grazes by her.
If I go down because a
Excellent.
17 hits me, Connie,
Excellent. With that bend luck, you avoided 27 points of damage and took 0.
Okay.
And so you, that bend luck really helped it. The tentacle was coming right for you, and you tripped on the ground just a little bit with your fall risk, and just barely missed as the tentacle swiped past your head.
But that just gives me extra oomph going in, right?
So it
for
was
the
the super
attack.
Lean into it.
Yes, flavorfully, yes.
Flavorfully.
And mechanically?
Yeah, right? Maybe advantage, maybe?
You go up to the starfish, right?
Alright.
Okay.
No, I didn't roll great. It's a 15.
On the starfish, ooh, just misses its AC.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
Just glances off that metal.
All right. Well, I'm
The one
standing next
time
to
we
the starfish
encourage
now.
Aura not to heal. The one time we tell her, get out there,
true.
swing that sword.
Anything else
well,
for your turn? That was your action. You have a bonus action.
I have a bonus
available.
action, but I don't. You know what? I could bonus action. I didn't cast a spell. I could bonus action spiritual weapon. Try again.
Hey.
Do it.
Okay, I do that.
We can take them.
Okay. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's just an exact replica of my actual weapon because I love my
great.
like big flaming sword. So now I just have 2 of them. Okay, let's see if this hits. Okay, that's better. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Sweet. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
It's on death's door.
Right.
Just
Okay.
do any damage.
That is 6 plus 5, so 11 force damage.
11 force damage.
Nice.
It had 2 HP left. And you slice this thing in half, cutting through the center, because you well know if you cut a starfish by just one appendage, then that appendage will grow back, and the starfish will grow back that appendage. So you cut right through the middle.
Obviously, I know that. Yeah.
The starfish is down. You cleave right through it, and it is out. Anything else for your turn?
That is it.
Okay. Next is Malter. You're up, and you got that Constitution saving throw.
I do have that Constitution saving throw, and you know what? I made it. I got a 16 on my Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
So,
And he's back.
baby.
The
I
video
cannot
is back.
believe we failed
love
so
that.
many of those, and it was a DC 11.
I know, pathetic.
We're level 10 over here, and we're
insane.
like, I don't know, we can't make it. Sorry.
It's like I don't know. Yeah, I got +2 to it though.
Yeah.
It sucks. My Constitution sucks.
Malter, that
You dodged like 12 hits.
I know it doesn't
so
even
can't
matter. I
complain.
just sat there and just watched. I didn't even watch it. As far as I know, nothing happened. I mean, like it's all been a blur out here to me.
that gas had really hit you and seized up your muscles. The arthritis really like came in and just like froze all of your joints and just.
Wait, arthritis is here? I thought we killed
I'm
him.
out here.
Arthritis has entered the chat.
I knew we shouldn't have come to his temple. Why the hell are we here?
Why is there a layer action on there?
Goopdang takes off his mask. It's arthritis.
Arthritis is a lot shorter than
I
you described
trusted
it to me.
you.
Well, that's all from
Conny,
Malter.
you are up on your turn.
So there's no Benny on us.
I have questions to ask of the DM about what Connie's
Yes.
looking at.
So you are standing on the 9 area of this clock face on the ground. You see that Dekks and the Octopath are on 6, still fairly far away from you. The whole action is. You see Aura take down the starfish construct, and Malter kind of shake off his paralysis.
Okay.
Not a big change for Malter, though. I mean, it's not like I'm doing cartwheels, you know. No.
Yeah.
What place on the clock face did I drop my Storm Sphere?
4, and it was where Aura was. So Aura, you ended your turn in there. You would have known that you were in there, and you still have movement to get out.
Can I move out then, if possible?
I think that you.
I moved
you were
from
able
the
to get
one
into
to
it.
the starfish.
So since it's a 20-foot range, you would have been able to go into it and get there, but it's difficult terrain. You would not have been able to get out.
It's a strength save.
Okay.
So go ahead and give us a strength save, Aura, to see if you take any damage while you're in there.
Strong, right?
I have a +3 to this.
You're gonna be fine.
15.
It is a
16, isn't it?
16. So
Okay.
Connie, seeing this happen, is like, no, not her, and is going to bend luck again. Because I was gonna use my
many
sorcery
times you
points.
got
How many times has this
You
made
got
me
it.
bend and
I'm
walk?
down to 2 sorcery points. I started with 8. I'm
But
down
is it
to
a
2.
reaction?
You can when another creature you see who makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points.
But
Have
you've
you
used your
used
reaction.
Oh, I
yours
used my
round?
reaction. That's right.
So I just gotta take
To
it.
save
It's fine.
you from getting hit.
Yeah.
All right. It's
Yep.
only 2d6.
Okay.
You already saved me the one time, and that was like a shit ton of damage, so it's fine.
All right. It's 8 force damage.
I would much rather take
Yeah, that's
8
fair.
force damage than like
Or
27.
sorry, not force. Bludgeoning.
Well,
Bludgeoning?
whatever, either way. All right.
I love the image of Aura, the Tempest Cleric, charging into the storm to sever to kill the starfish.
That said, the starfish didn't. If the starfish was in the storm for Aura, it should have been in the storm for its damage at ending its turn in the storm, which meant Aura would have had to hit it.
That is correct.
That is very correct.
Well,
Moving on. Conny, you're up.
Yes. Octo Construct is at 4.
Genarian. Okay.
Or is that 6? Is that 6
Said
with
6.
Malter?
Correct.
My Storm Sphere is at 4.
Yep.
Instead of going up toward 8, or instead of stopping at 8, Connie is going to go around the clock face to 7 and position himself in a way that he can hit the Octo thing with Thunder Wave
Okay.
at 3rd level. And if it's going to have to make a 16 con save, and if it doesn't, it's going to get pushed back 10 feet and hopefully into the core of my Storm Sphere, if this all works out the way I want it to.
Let's do it. Is it a strength saving or is it
It's a con saving throw.
Oh, it is con. Okay. He is going to roll a 14 on his con saving throw.
That's a fail, because it's a 16 DC.
Okay. You're able to position yourself where that thunder wave will hit him, and just him, not Dekks, right next to him. And it will blast him 10 feet. And it just goes, because of how the clock pinnacles at the front, it will just go into that. It just goes into your storm sphere. And
Okay, so
it
he's
will
going
be
to take,
in
so
there.
as Connie runs around the clock face, the fire in his hands starts to crackle into lightning, and he claps his hands together and vanishes as he becomes the thunder wave that hits this 8-legged construct. The construct's gonna take 19 thunder damage and get pushed back into the sphere.
Okay.
And if it's still up,
It is. Not by a lot.
Connie, as he reconstitutes, as he's forming back into himself, thrown back to his position, is going to aim his finger at the construct and use his bonus action to use his Storm Sphere to make an attack roll with advantage, because it's in the Storm Sphere, to see if we can do some extra lightning damage. How's a 13?
13 does not hit.
No, damn it.
Unfortunately. Misses. Right. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw as your body is reconstituting itself.
I got a 14.
14, you save. You are whole in the partialness that you are.
Hold on a second. Can I use my Tides of Chaos to give myself additional advantage on the attack roll, or do I only get one extra roll? It's only one? I already have advantage because it's in the Storm Sphere.
No. Yeah, advantage doesn't stack, and
Okay.
it won't stack for this.
Fair enough. I just rolled like trash.
We'll keep it rolls as written. Anything else for your turn?
I don't know how much movement speed I needed to use to get into position. I probably used half my speed, I imagine. Getting from 9 to 7 on the clock face.
A little bit more than that, but yes. Would you like to move anywhere?
Can I get back to 8?
You can.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, you get back to 8, and the floor once again starts to move, and the similar tubes pop up and spray out poison gas, and everybody who is in the areas except
finally.
for 8 gets 5 points of poison damage.
Finally, my big
down.
resistance comes in.
Good. We go back to the top of the initiative order. The numbers spin and it shows 1900. Dekks, you are up.
No, he's not.
Did I just take poison?
Oh yeah.
No, you.
Yes, you did.
You are not
and you
up.
are not.
I am not up.
You are down. Give me a death saving throw.
Oh, gladly. I haven't made a death save in so long.
Come on, boy.
Just
All right,
flat
somebody's
D20.
bragging about how he performed in the Gladiator
DC
tournament.
10. Yeah.
In that permadeath PvP thing, I didn't even die. That's a 12.
Okay. All right.
One success.
All right.
Everybody else, you see Dekks go down. You see the construct, which is in the middle, the tentacled construct. Let's see if it recharges its whirlwind ability.
Oh, I
I
wonder.
swear to fucking God, Kyle.
Do you ever feel like the DM just...
It doesn't.
All right.
It doesn't. I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4. Oh, that would have been 2 tentacle attacks on you. That would have been, you would have been dead. That would have said. So
Yeah, because what's your
finally.
AC, Dex? Like, it's not
Finally.
great.
16.
Okay, it's not bad though. Yeah.
It's mid
So it
for
does
a
not
barbarian.
recharge that ability. It is going to go to the nearest people, which is between Malter and Aura. It does have a 10-foot reach on its tentacles, and so it will be making 3 tentacle attacks, and 2 of them will go to Aura. First one is in 20 to hit.
Yeah.
15 points of bludgeoning damage, plus a 14 points of lightning damage.
7. Is
Okay.
that resistant?
Second attack with its tentacle will be a 17 to hit.
No.
Misses. And the last tentacle attack that it has will go to Malter for a 26 to hit.
Yeah, now I get it. Yeah. Sure.
That is a 16 points of bludgeoning damage,
Finally.
plus 14 points of lightning damage.
Shit. Okay.
Kyle, did it move? Did it leave the storm sphere?
It is no, it's not. It is not moving. It is pretty weak at this point.
Well, in that case, if it has not moved and it is attacked,
It did move, but not out of the storm area.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be thinking well at this point. It is,
Malter's also been
not
dragged
looking very good.
every
so
turn.
yes,
I know. I don't even know where the fuck I am at this point.
Honestly, I'm just along for the ride of to hit the thing close to me.
so it's gonna need to do a strength saving throw.
it does a 9.
That's a failure.
Hey.
That's not good.
So it's gonna take 2d6 bludgeoning damage as
Okay.
it gets swept up and bashed against the floor and against the wall. And that's a total of 11 damage. Let's
Nice.
fucking go.
11 damage takes that 11 damage. It has 3 HP left.
Okay.
Aura, you are up.
Don't fuck it up.
And you are 10 feet from it.
So it is still up?
It's still up. It's got 3 HP.
Okay.
You got it.
Can I move my spiritual weapon? It was at the starfish. Can I move it over to the tentacle?
You can.
Cool. I'm gonna bonus action first and try and hit it with that, so I don't have to go into the storm. Or I'm already in it still, right? From last turn.
Yeah, but you can focus on leaving the
I'll
storm
wait.
then,
I'll wait
so.
to move at all, but I'll
You're in
use
the
my
eye
bonus
of the
action.
storm.
Yeah.
You are the storm.
I am the storm. All right. Ooh, sweet. Wow, that was 28 to hit.
28?
What?
Holy shit.
Can you do 3 HP with this hit?
Want this?
Let's see.
Well, the bonus to my spiritual weapon is a +5, so automatically yes.
Okay, how do you want to
Hell
do
yeah.
it?
I mean, my spiritual weapon just like, you know, like in a video game when it just kind of like hover, like bounces over, and then it just goes, and it just takes it out.
Okay, the tentacled construct falls and becomes lifeless, and the room turns back to normal lighting as the red light that had occurred when it said intruders goes away. You're able to get out of that area of effect of Connie's spell, and he's able to cut
Wonderful.
the concentration.
I
Just
also,
drop
my
concentration.
next action was like, my action was going to be to rush over to Dekks and cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah, and so so now there are no enemies in the room. You have a construct suit of armor almost appearing that's sitting slouched against a wall. Doesn't have a room for a head. Seems to ends at the end at the shoulders and has a large open circular cavity in its chest. Owatonna Goopdang is in front of the fountain before you,
Where the fuck did he
reaching
come from?
toward it.
Is he there the whole time?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Then we
that
do
was
have enemies in the
part
room.
of the-
Don't drop initiative. I'm gonna shoot him.
He's lifeless on the ground.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I thought he was dead.
Well,
I
you
thought
said
he was
reaching,
like
so
in
I
a
thought
pool of
he
blood.
was like up against.
I
the door.
described that. There was
I
in the
guess. Okay,
guess game. There was a lot that I described.
There was a lot
did.
to
I
it.
mean,
That's
I
why
guess
I'm.
he was
That's why
face
I'm
down.
re-describing it
I
right
see.
now.
Well, I'd
So,
like to get Dekks up before we re-describe the rest of the room, so we can all.
I'm just saying what you see immediately. So you see
yeah.
Owatonna Goopdang on the ground.
Two guys face down. One's your longtime
Frankly,
friend.
see your
Frankly, I don't
friend.
see it. I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at Dekks down on the ground.
You see the man with the jungle man with the spear cowering in the corner with eyes wide.
I'm shooting him too.
What would you like to do?
So Conny is like, again, singed, like still, there is like a little bit of his robe that's like still on fire. He looks at the end, at our jungle guy and is like, you make fire over there now.
I make him give the knife back if he's not gonna use it.
This is fair. You give knife back too. And then like limps over to Dekks to try to help.
So I will go over to Dekks and oh gosh, like, are we gonna rest? I don't know. I feel you need a lot of healing. I'm gonna use a
You
fourth.
just give me
He's
any
unconscious
HP
on the
and I'll be
ground right
fine.
now.
You're
I mean,
unconscious and I
he's
don't know what's
dying.
happening
Help the
next.
man.
I'm gonna. Well, I cast Spare the Dying, so he's not actively
okay.
dying.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not worried.
Just leave him.
He'll sleep it off.
I cast Spare the Dying to give myself like 5 seconds to contemplate how much energy do I want to put into this, and then I put a decent amount in. Okay, so I'm gonna cast 4th level Cure Wounds. Okay. Oh, that's good. And then another one. Oh, dang. 8771. Plus
Plus your mod.
plus 5.
28.
28?
Thank you.
No penny's boat.
What was that?
Did we get it? What?
What was he saying?
The numbers? Did we
Dekks have
figure it
like a
out?
whole other thing going on outside of us, guys. What's happening?
Yeah, it's just the flashing red lights and all that. Oh. Hey, we did it.
Yeah, you were sleeping
wrong
on
with-
the job, it looks like. I mean,
What's wrong with Benihana?
What is wrong with him, Kyle? Can I look at him?
Owatonna Goopdang, you look at him and you see he is lifeless, and then he takes a shallow breath and exhales. He looks unconscious.
Does he look like he's like?
He's got he's got like a big laceration, one that you are well acquainted with as a tentacle slash across him.
All right.
And
Doctor, I think he may have been slashed and electrocuted. I don't know.
I'll give him a first level cure wounds. That would be.
You make such complain about heal friends, heal random people who try to get us killed like nothing.
Conny, mate,
she helped Dekks.
You were gone for a minute. We got a lot of healing. Honestly, me going down there, that's just karma.
It was.
Oh, we're gonna bring this up again.
No,
okay, you want to rehash this?
We're not
rehashing.
We've all done some group healing, and we don't need to dwell on this anymore.
It's true. We've done some
Exactly.
mental healing,
Yeah.
Okay, he gets 9 health.
Great. He takes that 9 health and he sits up and he sees his friend. Uta! And
Uta must mean coward.
See?
And he comes over and then looks toward the fountain. Otana does and says, Gutaba de Mutaba. And he runs forward and dives into the fountain.
Or look what you've done. What the hell have you done?
What do you mean? What have I done?
You healed both of these people who are now stealing our fountain.
Well, one of them was already here, and you don't know that just because they have it means we can't have it. It's a whole fountain.
Well, yeah, that's why they
They
tried to
also
capture
don't
us
know
with
that
nets, because they want
The
to share
fountain
it.
is like black and oily.
Yes, it's like black and oily. Looks like really black coffee is what it looks like.
I'm convinced it's the fountain for young people. We don't want none of that. That sounds nasty.
Conny agrees. Conny's
jumps
looking at this
in.
very leery. Like, I have seen engine oil that looks lighter than this.
I don't really like coffee anymore. If I drink it, it just keeps me up all night.
Do they have tea? I'll take a tea.
Yeah, do you have a nice oolong? Is there an oolong here?
I'll take a Dramamine.
Or a chamomile?
So Owatonna stands up and he stands up and the oil drips off of him. And you see he had this patchy beard and it kind of goes away a little bit and he stands a little bit straighter, looks a little bit stronger, a little bit healthier. He was really a gangly guy and just looks a little bit more muscular, a little bit more full. And then he looks to his friend, Uta, Gutaba de Butaba. And he beckons him in and his friend jumps in and stands up and has a similar effect where he looks and is happy with their response. And Owatonna looks at you all and says, Gutaba de Mutaba. And then they get out of the fountain and kind of see if the effect lingers, and it does.
Can I do a medicine check on them or an arcana, something to see is this something that's gonna stick around? Do they seem actually different, or is this some sort of
Sure,
temporary effect?
Either one would be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do medicine.
I'm not gonna roll, but I'm just gonna whack their shins with my cane just to see how they react.
That's that's a 23.
A what? A 20?
23.
Yeah, so you go up and he's letting you inspect because he's in awe and wonder, and you just inspect his arms and chest and everything, and there's no lingering magical effect that you can really sense that well. He's still got the liquid on him, but it's everything seems to be stable and the same.
Or I know age is only number, but maybe he little young for you, huh? As Connie's walking over to the construct at the wall with that without the head to go look at that.
And Dekks, you do try to whack him with your cane.
I'm just seeing the knee test, the little hammer thing.
Knee reflexes?
Yeah. I mean,
Are you trying to hit him
Connie's
hard?
shin. Nah, just that look, the little whack on the shin bone, I did to Conny, just to see if they're if they're sturdy, if they're strong young men.
It yes, you
fucking guy.
whack him and it feels sturdy, and he jumps back. It's
Not bad.
He's and he looks at you all. Utana de Gutaba, Gutaba de Mutaba.
I'm at least gonna
Is
walk
the,
over my pinky in that thing. I'm just.
His gash from the tentacle, has that scarred over? Does that look different?
Yeah, it's healed. You don't see it anymore.
All right, I might be convinced. And, well, if anything, I could really use a good sit right now.
Could be nice to have a soak.
Real quick, Mav, were you inspecting something?
Yes. Before I wanted to look at this construct that's sitting over against the wall that's like by itself. You said it has no head.
Go ahead and do an
Like, there's
investigation roll.
No head, big hole in the chest, right? Or
Yeah.
a splot.
I was thinking maybe we stick it in the fountain and see if it like reconstitutes.
Put me in the fountain first, though.
I've got an 18.
18, you walk over and see this like well-formed hole in the chest. It looks like it's supposed to house something in there. It's has some wiring in the back. Looks like something may connect in there to have it set in this hole, this circular hole.
Oh. It's
Is
like
there
an
anything
Iron
around
Man?
it? Yeah, is there anything around it?
Nothing
Anything
around
like-
it. You look through the whole room, but you don't see anything in the room that would resemble anything of that size that you could stick in there that would seemingly fit or anything.
Okay. And there's nothing else remarkable about it that.
So it's a suit of armor. I can describe it a little bit more for you.
Well, yeah. So is the suit of armor? Is it actually a suit of armor, or is it like a construct that like?
It is a
I'm,
construct that resembles a suit of armor, but just
But
give
none
me
of
just 1
the-
second so I can help you a little bit.
None of the
but
other
it just takes-
constructs' heads look like it would fit this, I assume, because they're like sea creature
Correct.
looking
This is
things.
it's kind of a bigger.
While they're
the other
doing
ones
this-
had multiple eyes that were small.
Malter's putting on one of those like old man singlet bathing suits while this is going on.
It's this old timey like
yeah,
striped
exactly.
ones.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dex is just down to like high-waisted long johns. Like,
Well, Conny, seeing Malter changing, runs over and uses his robe to act as like a bathing, like a changing room, like they have on the beaches with the cloth changing rooms.
It's nothing.
Guys,
everyone
it's
has
gonna
already
take
seen.
me like 10 minutes to get out of this, and I'm gonna need some help.
Conny relays to the party what he's seen. He's not body. Looks like maybe automaton. Doesn't have battery in chest. Something to run it. It's.
Can you just like?
how you-
Can you just do that like lightning clap thing again at it and just kind of make it? bzzz, you know?
Hey, I have shocking grasp as a cantrip. Just go see if that powers it.
Very painful to do a thunder wave like that. Is you see hands, they become magic. Very painful.
Oh, I didn't so much see it. I heard it. I was kind of blocked, sort of looking the other way, you know, so I couldn't really make things out.
I actually have shocking grasp too. Come to think of it, I could just,
Yeah.
stick my hand in the center of this thing and just.
We can do like the power twin thing where we like
Wonder Twin Power
shocking
activate.
grasp.
Wonder twin power activate. Form of
Form
battery.
of-
So you
Lightning battery.
so this suit of armor construct doesn't seem to have any gaps in it where it's like something would wear this. You know, it has a lot of interconnected pieces and parts, electronic almost looking. It is pretty large. It is like 8 to 10 feet tall, you would guess, standing up. The appearance of its metal armor is very studded, and it has some spikes coming off of the top and like little wings that come off like the shoulder and like the feet. But it looks pretty fierce, but it's just sitting there with this open cavity in its chest.
So Connie's gonna take note of it, relay all this to the party, and just say, maybe we keep eye out for power source.
I don't-
probably explore temple.
Are we explore? I mean, well, if I explore this temple, it feels kind of like we might be what I came for here, and I don't really care about this hunk of metal. I'm gonna be honest.
Is there
Yes, but-
another door past the fountain, Kyle?
One entrance, it seems, in this area.
The one
Temple
we
may
came in?
have loot we can take with us, no?
One entrance, and you look back, and the door is closed.
Why leave youthful and poor when we can leave youthful and, maybe not so poor?
Well, I invested well, so I mean,
I imagine stocks they appreciate while you live in time prison, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, would you have time to
could use
invest,
a bit
Malter,
of
in
a-
time prison?
Well,
They
yeah,
let-
you
do they
deposit
let
the
you do
money and
that?
then, it's just racking up for the interest while I'm in there.
That kind of seems like it's great for the prisoners, which I'm not, like, I'm all for, I'm not exactly pro prison, but that just seems like
Please don't
that's a
trivialize
benefit
my
for you.
trauma, Aura, okay? It was a really difficult time that I spent in
Aura,
there.
you're also not exactly pro savings either, so let's just.
I don't know.
Some of
I
us
see
aren't
both
just
sides.
giving it away to anyone who calls us on Ascending Stone and calls us Mima. Yeah.
How dare you? That is my flesh and blood.
Conny has already tried to broach the subject. He's just like, never mind.
You live in a web. Who are you? Get out of here.
Dekks is gonna just very slowly using his cane for support. He's got 3 levels of exhaustion.
I'll
He's
help
moving
him.
slow,
I'm way shorter
and we'll
than
just
Conny will help
Yeah.
too. Yeah, help him.
slow steps
Get in.
down and just sit in the fountain.
Okay.
Conny will also put a hand in. Yeah.
him. I'm getting in. I'm dunking my whole face.
Dex, you get into the water and you're lowered down by your friends, and the first thing you feel is your energy comes back, and you feel your skin like tightening. The sags that were there are going away. Feel like your body is becoming more straight. The aches in your knees and your joints all over are going away. You feel like you can stand straight and stand up. You feel good. You feel maybe the best you've ever felt in your life in a period of time when you were an adult and felt well. Conny, you put your hand in and you take your hand out and you see that your hand looks young. The liver spots and age spots that were there are gone. It looks like a young hand. And Malter, you get into the water and suddenly you blink and can see everything again. You can see that you're actually in a room. You didn't really know where you were, if it was a room or what was going on. You can see the beautiful brass fountain and this
That
liquid
statue?
pouring down.
That looks valuable, that hunk over there. Yeah, we should fix that. We should get that.
Oh. Yeah, Aura will follow if everyone's literally just like, I'm young now. She'll be like, okay.
Yeah, Aura, you feel like your legs are strong again. As you get into this water, you feel strong. Your hair color is white now. Is that true? Was it
Yes.
always white?
It was more of a blue toned white. Now it's just old lady white, but it was a blue white before.
Yeah, you feel your hair kind of wisp in front of your face and see that blue tone again. And you are young again.
If Conny sees his hand, it looks like an actual hand and not something that's not a hand, he is diving in immediately.
Okay.
Full submersion, like we are underwater and then back up. And as he comes up, he goes, "Yes! I no longer have this stupid accent. Oh my god, I can't believe how many times I was trying to tell you what I thought and I could not get the words out."
Accent wasn't real the whole time?
I told you it wasn't my tongue. I cast a spell and what came back was somebody else's tongue. And I was in the Faerun Foreign Legion for years. It didn't give me an accent that sounds like an orc. I had an orc tongue. It's complicated. I don't know. Just
That would orc sound like? I don't pay enough attention these days. I don't know.
he's like lapping at it. He's like, oh, just like smearing it on his face.
I say, you look ridiculous, but I'm so happy to see it that I don't care.
Yeah. Or it's
Dex
jumping
is just
and
on his back,
not falling down.
floating. Yeah, just in total peace and relaxation.
Oh.
As you all are reveling in your youthfulness, Owatonna and his friend Uta are as well. The fountain all of a sudden starts to turn in a circle and stops. Malter, you look over and see that Aura standing there is a little bit shorter than she was a second ago.
Are you on your knees in the water?
Oh.
As you say that, your voice cracks a little bit.
You
Goes a
on your
little bit
knees in
higher.
the water? I don't make my voice crack.
You all feel yourself getting shorter and a little bit younger. You had, maybe if you had facial hair, it's almost like it's gone.
No.
You hear an old woman's voice echoing through the chamber, a cackle. And you start to shrink. All of you get shorter and shorter. You let out your shriek and your voice cracks again, and it's still much higher. You continue to shrink until all goes black. Whatever is happening, you can't seem to handle anymore. Your body goes unconscious. You all wake up in a blue room with clouds painted on the walls. Around you are various large stuffed animals, bigger than you. A large colorful train and large toys. And there are babies around, giant babies, the same size as you. The carpet is soft beneath you. You can feel it on your thighs. You look down and see that you're wearing a diaper, and only a diaper. Your skin is smooth. You've got chunky. Yes, that's the same. Your skin is smooth. You've got chunky thighs and arms, and you realize with horror that the Fountain of Youth worked a little too well, and you've all been turned all the way back into babies. And that is where we will end this episode.
Oi, oi.
Thank you to Zaezar for the artwork. Thank you to Tyler Adelsperger for our intro music. I finally got to use a D24, guys. A D24 for that clock room effect. So
Kyle, I'm really happy for you because I just know that you're goo goo gaga for your dice.
With that, we will see you next time at the Talltale Tavern to continue the story, the adventure of Diselderly Conduct 2, The Fountain of Youth. Good night, everybody.